All right, all right, all right. Testing, testing, testing. Actually, let me open this up. I skipped a step for doing this. Sorry, guys. You guys don't know how dumb I am when it comes to doing this. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking. It is Saturday night. Woo, hoorah. And we are live streaming. Hope everybody out there is doing well. Um, I was just playing around with some of the features here on StreamYards. I know when I'm on Todd's channel, he does like a countdown. He has a countdown before the show, and he's got background music and a banner going on. And I was always thinking, oh well, he obviously pays for that. Turns out, no, a lot of that stuff's free. You can do it at any time. I did not realize that, so I was screwing around with that before I realized, oh my gosh, it's time to go live. That's all right. That's all right. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But hope everybody out there is having a wonderful weekend. It is Saturday night. I love Saturday night. I love Saturday night because no matter what we do, I can sleep in a little bit in the morning. And the best part, believe it or not, I already have my video for tomorrow, and I have my video for Monday already uploaded and scheduled, ready to go. Which means after the stream tonight, if I want to just jump in bed and go to sleep, I can. I'm so looking forward to it. Hey, Glenn, how's it going? Glenn says, hey. Hello, sir. How are you? How are you? Oh, what a crazy ass week it was this week. Lots and lots and lots of scam calls. A couple of good ones. A couple of really good ones. A lot of funny ones. But I look forward to sharing them with y'all. Manuel's here. Hey, Manuel. Good evening, sir. He says, good evening, my good friend Drew. Happy Saturday night. Absolutely. Happy Saturday night. Whew. I tell you what. This is Saturday night is probably one of my favorite things to do is to sit down and reach out to you guys and talk. I did do something. Very Andrew-ish. The guys would say, yes, that's something an idiot like Andrew would do. But I'd been sleeping wrong. And my neck, I got a crick in my neck. And most of the times I'm sitting at the computer, I'm working, I'm talking, I'm doing my thing. It doesn't bother me. It's when I'm up and I'm moving around and I'm doing stuff or that it irritates me. And so I went and bought some muscle relaxing cream, some extra strength stuff. It's kind of like Bengay. I'm sure everybody's used it before. And I rubbed it on my neck before the show, and I had about an hour, so I went ahead and just lay down in bed and closed my eyes for a little bit, set the alarm and everything. And of course, I laid down on my pillow and not thinking about it. Of course, some of the cream probably got on my pillow. And then in turn, I rolled over and laid right on top of it and got it in my eye. So that's how I'm starting the show, is with my eye in Bengay cream. So there you go. Oh, Avery's here. Let me bring him in right in. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Just telling people how stupid I am.
Ooh.
Really don't need to do that. It's pretty obvious, but that's okay.
What?
Yeah. Oh, Dave's here. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Dave says, good evening, Drew. Welcome to the show. Rosie's here. Hey, Rosie, how's it going? Says, hello, everybody, and sends virtual hugs. Oh, man. So how's your Saturday going so far?
It's going all right. Oh, man, just missed an auction. Dang.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention to my email.
I realized just a few minutes ago that I needed to do something. I got to edit the live stream from last night because somebody here shared a clip that I might need to edit from the stream.
There's nothing shown.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not 100% sure what you actually see. I mean, I know.
No, you can't. There's underwear.
Yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't 100% sure because I truly couldn't see it well enough because I know that when you were sharing it, I'm looking, going, okay, I know what's happening, but what the hell's happening?
Mhm.
So sad, so sad. Oh, let me see. Hold on a second. Manuel says hello to your friend Drew, and Dave says hey, hello to Avery.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So I was just mentioning that this week I got a lot of scam calls. Couple of funny ones, couple of really funny ones. I actually have. I don't want to. I'll tell people about it, but I don't want everybody to get their hopes up that I'm going to actually be publishing this one soon. I have almost an hour long one, but I've got to edit it. It's one of the ones where they call and it starts off as an Amazon scam, where they tell you there's been some type of order placed on your Amazon account.
Mhm.
And then what they hint at is that your bank account has been compromised. So they ask you what your bank account, who you bank with, and then they transfer you to someone from your bank because obviously Amazon has a connection to every single bank in the world.
Sure.
And of course, I give them a bank that I've never banked with, and they say, "Sure, let me transfer you on over." And of course, they have my account information. They're all ready to help me out. And lo and behold, there's multiple charges on my bank account in the thousands and thousands of dollars. And they're going to help me get it taken care of. But Avery, here's the trick. Obviously, your identity has been compromised and somebody has taken over your identity. So they need to transfer you to the Federal Trade Commission to report it. So it's literally a multi-tier scam where they start
Oh
off as
wow.
claiming it's Amazon, then transferring you to your bank, and then transferring you to the FTC. And what's kind of funny about all that is that if you keep it going, it can take a long time. And like I said, I was on the call for almost an hour on this one, but it ended up with me laughing my ass off at the
Oh
guy,
yeah.
and it was really funny. It's funny how it ended. I mean, if you guys stick around to the end, it was funny. But
When are
I've
you
got it
posting this one?
as soon as I'm done editing it
Oh
because
wow.
well,
It's long.
yeah, it's long, but there's also a lot of moments in it where it's a lot of dead air where I'm like waiting for them, and I like getting rid of that. But one of the things that happens is while I'm recording videos, sometimes my screen will lock and I'll have to like wake my screen up. And when I do that, it affects my camera. And for some reason, my camera falls like half a second behind. So in the recording, everything goes good. And then at a certain point, the screen goes black, but the camera's still recording. And then it comes back on. And then everything's like the audio is not lined up with the video anymore.
Mhm.
So I have to take a copy of the video, overlay it
And
onto the
resync it.
video, and resync it. And the problem is, on a long call like that, it may happen 2 or 3 times. So it's like I'm constant. So in order to make it a good video that everybody's going to enjoy, it takes a little while. It's going to take, because it's almost an hour long, it's going to take me a minimum of an hour editing, getting everything lined back up right. And I just don't have I haven't had the time yet this weekend to do it.
Mhm.
But it is coming, guys. It is coming. It is hilarious. One of my favorite parts of the whole video, and I'll tell you, I won't tell anybody else, but I'll tell you. When the guy transferred me to my
Okay.
bank, it was a young lady who was helping me, and then in turn transferred me to a guy who worked for the FTC. Well, when everything fell apart, and I'm laughing my ass off, the guy puts the girl back on the line. And I'm like, that's so strange how the Bank of America girl works right next to the FTC guy.
Yeah, that's weird.
So weird. I mean, it's amazing how weird that is. And oh yeah, it was just the lengths that they go through, the lies that they tell. It's just hilarious. I love it when they make these calls to me. And this is not the first time I've gotten this call. I actually probably have 2 or 3 of them on my channel already. So I mean, those you guys out there who watch me every day or regularly are aware of the scam. You know what's out there,
Mhm.
but they like to call me, and they like to.
They love you.
I'm
They do.
blessed. I'm blessed, Avery. I'm blessed. They
They
like to
they
call me.
truly, truly love you and care about you.
You know what I think it
I
is?
don't think they're scamming anymore when they call you. When they're calling you, it's for real
You know what I think it
and
is?
they love you.
It's the sound of my voice.
Yes.
It's
It's so
so
soothing.
it's so sultry and
Oh,
and
it's
and
intoxicating.
intoxicating. It's very siren-esque.
Oh, yeah. Yes. You are the siren's wail. Their ship at
Definitely the
sea.
whale. Yeah, I was thinking about making a clip of tonight's video to be a short. That's probably going to be it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me go ahead and catch up on the chat. There's a bunch more
All right.
people that joined in, and then I'll talk to you for a little bit. Glenn says, I don't usually get scam calls on the weekends, but got a hang up call today. Called it back, and it was a not in service number. Yep, that's a lot of times what I think is happening when you get those hang up calls is they're literally testing the number. They're testing it to see if somebody picks up the phone. If it rings and rings and rings and goes to an answering machine, they know maybe it's possibly not a valid number. But if somebody picks up and there's no more dial tone, a lot of people don't realize that's how a lot of auto dialers work. I used to work for a collections department for a credit card company, and the auto dialer would listen for the rings. And if it rang once, rang twice, and then there was no ring, it would then connect to somebody because it recognized the fact that somebody picked up the phone. That's why there's usually a delay when you pick up the phone for somebody answering. It's the system recognizing the fact that the phone's been picked up. But they'll test numbers to see if it's actually if somebody does pick up seriously, and so that's what a lot of those calls are. Um, Today, Saturday, I probably got about 15 scam calls. I actually only talked to maybe 5 people, but I got a lot of calls. Most of them were hangups where nobody was there. But I did speak to a couple of people, and I was at the store, so I did try using the computer at the store because I have just a regular little PC at the store that I keep track of my inventory and stuff like that. I went ahead and used the camera to record the calls, and I don't know if the recordings are going to be good. If I can use them, I'll share them with you guys. Otherwise, you never know. But I try. I don't normally get calls, but I like to screw with people. So when I get them, I do it. Manuel says, hello to Rosie's Cottage. Says, evening. Happy Saturday. Rosie says, hi to Manuel. Hope you had a fabulous time. Mardi Gras hugs and virtual hug. That's right, Mardi Gras. Very cool. Bill's here. Hey, Bill says, it's the emojis. It says hand pink waving, face blue smiley, and person turquoise waving. I know I read those things. I know it's stupid, but I do it anyway. Manuel says hey to Bill and says good evening. Michael's here. Hey, Michael. He says scammers can't handle going off script. I got one today where the scammer read her script, stating that the call was recording. That was recorded. I simply asked if I heard that correctly, and she hung up. I like getting. I'm sure everybody out there has gotten them. It starts off as an automated voice, but there's usually somebody listening in, like responding to the way you answer the questions with the automated recordings. And today I had one. I just had such a great time with it, where whatever they said, I said, "I'm sorry, I missed that. Can you repeat that?" And tried to see how many times I could get them to repeat the statement over and over and over again, and every little thing, and it was funny. It was funny. I actually had an audience in the store while I was doing that, and they were all giggling in the background. But audience meaning a couple of kids.
Yeah.
Ahmed was there, so he was listening, and so it's fun. Whatever you can do to waste their time is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Manuel says, yes, I have had a good time at Mardi Gras. It sends hugs to Rosie's. Very good. And she sends a smiley face back. Rosie says, I'm glad, Manuel. I was thinking about you on Tuesday and hoping you got to see the parades. Fantastic. Bill says, I have been on the phone for 30 minutes waiting to talk to the State Farm Insurance on my total 2006 F-250. I received 11,000, so I'm glad. Oh wow, that's pretty good, Bill. That's pretty good. $11,000. That's actually pretty good for a totaled vehicle. Last time I had a vehicle that ended up being totaled was my van, and I think they gave me 1,400. But then again, the van really wasn't worth that much, and I ended up buying another van for like 1,500. So, and it was actually a better van. So it happens. Manuel says, I watched the news on Channel 10 from Lafayette, Louisiana, talk about scammers working for government saying they get arrested because you need to pay or go to jail. I have heard that. I haven't had that call in which they said where they threatened to put me in jail yet. I have gotten threats from like the Social Security Administration and so forth that they're going to begin some type of legal action against you. And there have been times that they've mentioned sending the police, and I'm like, okay, do it. But I haven't gotten one of those calls in a little long time, to be honest with you. Rosie says, sorry, Manuel, I misspelled your name. Arthritis is making typing difficult recently, so I hit wrong keys and have to edit a lot. Yeah, but that's okay. I got it right when I read it because I know what you're talking about. But when it comes to people mistyping and misreading, you've joined. You're here at a good. You've joined the club. So we don't hold it against you. We don't hold it against you, Rosies. Manuel says, yes, but watching News Channel 10 this week talk about the Wednesday eye scammers. Wednesday eye scammers. I'm not sure what that's about. That'd be interesting. Eye scammers. You know what's so funny, Avery? From time to time, people in the chat will mention a scam that they're either familiar with or had been attempted on them, and I'm just oblivious to it because it hadn't happened to me yet. But it eventually does, like the lottery scam. Somebody mentioned that one time, and I was like, "Oh, I've never had a lottery scam." Well, I've actually gotten one of those calls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Moving up.
I'm moving up. What I get the Medicare, the final expense insurance, the Amazon, the Spectrum. I get those all the time. Matter of fact, I got one of my calls today was from Spectrum, and as soon as I got a person on the line and said hello, they hung up on me. So they knew I was going to screw with them.
They recognized your voice.
Yeah. They probably have some identifying thing that comes up that tells them like information on the person that they're trying to scam. If they're smart, they made notes, and there's notes on there about the number that they're calling. Like this is potentially a good person to scam, or this is somebody who's going to screw with you. And if they see any of the information on me, they hang up. So that's why I always like it when I get a new scammer who at least tries to do the scam with me.
And it's their first day at the call center, and
Probably their first day.
And they get you.
Yeah, it's crazy how often I get calls from the same scam type or scam group. It's like, don't you guys make a note somewhere, anywhere? I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to go over to India or Mumbai or wherever it is they're calling from and say, hey, you talk to that person. They screwed with you. Mark that so that you guys never, ever, 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 ever call them again. I want to slap them around, tell them how to better do their job. But we have to. There's a line from.
And you wouldn't have a channel.
Yeah, I know. That's the crazy part. But part of me wants to correct them. There's a line from The West Wing. I'm rewatching The West Wing. I'm on like season 5 now. We're getting ready to start season 5, where there's something bad happens, and the FBI finds the culprit, and the FBI tells the president, it was really hard to break him, and it took all of 20 seconds. And he's telling them pretty much how much of an idiot this person is, and the president says, "I've always been so very proud that some of the dumbest criminals in the world live right here in the United States." And I'm always thinking to myself, yeah, there's a lot of dumb ones in India too. I mean, they're really, really, really dumb over there. But oh well, you know what I mean. I know I get off on tangents. I'm so sorry. We'll get back to reading the chat now. Oh, hold on a second. Pez is here. Hey, Pez, how's it going? Pez says, "Good day, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well." Pez is my friend who lives in the future. He's in Australia and he's already living Sunday. He's in the middle of Sunday right now, and
What?
yeah, he lives in the future. It's awesome. He one of these days I'm going to get together with him and figure out what how to get the lottery numbers out of him.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
yeah, definitely. Rosie says, "Best thing we did was to buy a phone with caller ID. If I don't recognize the number, I just don't pick up anymore." See that what's so funny? We have the home number here at the house, and I always tell my mother-in-law, "Let me get it, because if it's for you, I'll let you know. If it's something you need, not a problem. But if it's a scam, I want to talk to him." And if it rings once and I don't pick up, and it rings twice and I don't pick up, she assumes like maybe I'm in the bathroom or something, or I'm away from my phone, and she'll go ahead and answer. And the number of times it's been a scam, and then I pick up and say, "Hang up the phone, Abu." It's like she's trying to help me, and I tell her there was one the other day. It was so stupid. She started talking to them, and I'm like, and I'm trying to tell her, "Hang up the phone. It's a scam. Let me talk to him." I had to go running into the living room and say, hang up, I got it." I love that woman. She's so wonderful. She's crazy, but she gets the home number probably gets two or three scam calls a day, maybe. My wife's cell phone is the one that gets the most. And she doesn't even answer her phone anymore. She just lets all of them come to me. And then my phone gets a bunch of scam calls each day too. But my wife's number gets the most, and I don't know exactly how that happened. I honestly, Avery, I honestly think it's
She
Google.
she filled something out somewhere along
Oh
the
yeah,
line.
yeah. Whatever she does is whatever she's googling and looking up on her phone or whatever is Google is sharing her number. And I'm not saying it's specifically Google, but you know what I mean.
Hmm.
But they got to make money somehow. I think a lot of people don't realize that when you're using your phone, if you're just browsing the internet, somebody's out there collecting your information, especially your number, and they're
Yeah.
sharing it. They're sharing it with somebody, you know. But then again, I guess if you do that using a VPN, they can't get your information, or they probably still can. I don't know. But
Some
do
some.
you use a VPN?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. I do for work. On my work computer, I do. So, but the personal stuff, I risk it. I live life on the edge.
Hmm.
I'm teetering on the edge of the knife, and just every day is a balancing act of you know riches or ruin. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, let me get back to the chat real quick. Winona's here. Hey, Winona, how's it going? She sends a smiley face. Rosie says hi to Pez. Says all great things. Thank you, or all great. Thank you. Hope you've had a great week. Rosie's also says hello to Winona. Bill says sorry to bore you with my problems. Bill, it's all right. We all got them. We all got them. It's all right. If you need to share, we're here. Pez says good day, Manuel and Rosie. Manuel says Rosie's cottage. It's okay. Love, beautiful lady. Glenn says autocorrect doesn't always understand me. Yeah, well, I mean, we live in a world where people can't necessarily spell. I mean, I am a prime example of that. So autocorrect sometimes can be a wonderful thing or a horrible thing. So Darlene's here. Hey, Darlene says hi, Andrew. Says I haven't answered a scam call for a while. Oh yeah, you should every now and then, just to keep it fresh, keep it going, because they're not going to stop calling. That's the crazy part. They never stop calling. Pez says, "Good day, Andrew. Good day, sir." Esmeralda's here. Hey, Esmeralda says, I got them everywhere. Yep. Everybody gets. Well, that's one of the things that I think is kind of ironic and funny about my channel is when I share these calls, I really do realize most everybody gets them. Everybody gets them. And I think a lot of times, like whenever I mention this, like my parents are a good example. They get a call like this and they hang up the phone and they just they don't listen. They don't care. They're not going to pay attention. They hope they never ever get another call, but it doesn't stop. But they really don't know what happens or what goes on or what they're trying to do. And that's what I try to share with people with the channel is I try to, figure out what it is they're trying to do to us. And the fact that they target elderly people, they target people on Social Security and Medicare. Those are their prime. That's the main people they're looking for. Is a good warning to everybody. If you know somebody who's an elderly person, make them aware because these things are happening all the time. Everybody gets them. I don't know anybody personally that has never ever gotten a scam call. You know what I mean? Because they call they auto dial a lot of numbers and just try numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's crazy. My son, who Avery knows, he's late 20s, gets calls about Social Security all the time and Medicare all the time. And he asks them almost every single time, do I sound like I'm old enough to have Medicare? The other day we were doing, I forgot we were doing something, and he got a call, and I started laughing because I knew it was a scam call. And he said to the guy, "I'm 26 years old. Do I sound like I have Medicare?" And I'm like, "Mike, you're not 26 years old." He says, "Yeah, I know. I forgot." he blanked and just threw out a number. He just threw out a date. Which, by the way, guys, I know everybody out there watches my videos and is following along. Guess what's happening this week? Guess what March 1st is? It's Timothy and Eugene Williams' birthday. March 1st, 1955. I tell them all the time, what's your birthday? March 1st. I'm Timothy and Eugene. They're twins. They both have the same birthday. Their birthday is this week.
Oh, wow. How old are they going to be?
68.
68. Wow.
68. Or what is it?
Here's to another 68 fictional years.
Absolutely.
Here's the 68.
I can't
more.
I can't wait Wednesday to start screwing with the callers. Today's my birthday. Wish me happy birthday.
Oh, wow. You should. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, what's your birthday? Sir, what is your happy birthday? It's today.
What is your happy birthday? They say, what's your happy birthday?
What's your happy birthday? Oh, yeah, all the time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That and can you go get your Medicare card, get it in your handy? They say that a lot, too. It's very funny. Very funny. But I'm so excited. I can't wait to celebrate my fictitious birthday for my fictitious characters. I'm going to have so much fun, and I look forward to it. Hey, something I'm going to catch up on the chat real quick, but something I noticed. I don't know if you know this. You know how whenever we're on one of Todd's streams, he's got background music playing in the background? There's free background music available on StreamYards.
Oh.
I had no idea. So maybe in a little bit we'll play with that. The countdown that he does, that's free.
Yeah.
That's I didn't even know that was there. So before we started talking this evening, I was going through some of the features here, and I was like, holy crap, there's music I could be playing. Because I mean, listening to me, that's going to keep everybody awake, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me get back to the chat real quick. Let me get updated. Manuel says, I watched your videos this morning, Drew. It was so good and very funny with scammers. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bill says, are there any Microsoft Edge experts here? I can only see 4 comments now. How can I fix that? Oh, I have no idea. I don't think I've ever used Microsoft Edge. How about you, Avery?
Nope.
No. I'm using, what am I using? I'm using Google. So I don't know if that's going to set me up for disaster there by telling everybody that, but
Oh
yeah, I know. Oh, Eric's here. Hey, Eric. He says, I get a lot of FedEx tech scams and Amazon tech scams. I also get texts that I won something. Oh yeah, I get those too. My phone actually puts those into like a spam folder, which I rarely ever look at. But I know I do get those. I do get those a lot. Yeah, you guys, you get text messages saying that you won something. 99.99999% sure it's a scam, and please don't click on any of those links.
Yeah, most of the texts I get from stuff are people asking to buy my house that I sold
years and years ago.
Yeah, not years and years ago, but it's getting close to 2 years.
Yeah, it's been, well, 2 is plural of year.
Yeah.
So yeah, years. Rosie says, so clearly a scam, I think. Yep. Manuel says, I still get emails from like asking me to confirm a shipping package, and get FedEx and activation, some credit cards from banks. Yep. You guys got to be really careful with those emails. I think most people know about the emails, but they almost got my mother-in-law the other day. She got one that said her bill was past due, and I told her afterwards, I said, you do realize when your bills come in, we pay them right away. She's very adamant about paying her bills, to the point where she'll say, hey, I just got the electric bill. Will you take care of it for me? I said, sure, I'll go online. I paid the bill. It's not due for like 3 weeks, but she's very adamant about paying it online. Well, she got a text or an email saying that our cable bill was late, that it didn't go through, and she panicked. And I'm like, so I logged in, and I showed her the cable bill it does auto pay on the 1st of the month, and this is like the 17th. And I'm like, no. And I showed her the link, and I showed her how to identify the email address of the person sending you the email. And I said, does that look like it belongs to the company? And she's like, what the hell is that? And it was like really long. I said, yeah, it's a scam. And there was a link and everything. And I showed her how to see the link without clicking on the link, seeing what the link goes to. I says, does that belong to the company? She's like, nope. And I said, yeah. So it was a good fake.
Yeah.
But she panicked, and I'm like, your bills are paid on time all the time. There's no such thing as a late bill for you. Don't panic over that. Yeah. Because that's the one thing she panics over, is having a bill be late. And that's her Achilles heel. That's her attack. That's where, if you attack her there, that's where she panics and makes mistakes, by saying her bill is late. Me, I'm like, if I get a message about bills late, I get around to it when I get around to it. You get my money when I got my money. You get the money when I got it, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Rosie says, sorry, Bill. Had brothers posting to chat window before, and I just closed the page, Chrome, and reopen the new page and go back into the chat. Yeah, see, I'm not sure if that'll work with Microsoft Edge, but they always tell you close it and go back into it. Give that a shot.
Yeah, if it's a Microsoft app, you can expect it to fail a lot.
Yeah, I know. Glenn says, I ordered the new book Scammers for Dummies from the scammers at Amazon 3 weeks ago. It still hasn't showed up. Maybe I should complain about it in the next Amazon scam. Oh yes, you should. You absolutely should. I had some people that were commenting on some of my videos, and they were saying, What happens if you tell them, yeah, I ordered that? Or I said, they usually hang up on you because they're trying to scam you. And if you say, yeah, you did it, then they know, number one, you're full of crap, or number two, it's a scam. You always have to pretend like, I have no idea what's going on. That's what they want. They want the person who's going to fall for it. So I always try to play it up. I have no idea what's going on here. Please tell me, explain it to me. Treat me like a child and tell me everything from start to finish. And oh well, I'm their dream scam person. I'm the gullible idiot. My voice does that to them. We'll go back to that. Bill says to Rosie, does not work. Oh, okay. Well, the Microsoft Edge, I'm not sure. Yeah.
I download Chrome or Firefox.
Oh my gosh, I haven't used Firefox in forever. Is that still a thing?
It's still around. It's on my phone, but I mostly use Chrome just because it's easier. Because most of the time, most of the sites I'm on, it's like easy to log into the site, especially YouTube. It's all connected. It's all connected.
Yep.
And so I just use that.
Yeah, we're not advertising for Google because who knows what they're doing with our stuff, but
exactly.
Sometimes it's better. It's a better browser.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Darlene says, I got a long scam email from the FBI. It said I was being watched. Ooh. Send names that I have sent gift cards to. That's a good one. Pez says, "G'day to Bill." Rosie says, "Technological bullies me terribly. If something goes wrong, I'll usually be to me. It'll usually be to me. Doesn't anyone know how to fix the chat window on Edge browser for Bill?" Yeah. Rosie says to Darlene, "I'd have to ask if I could choose which FBI agent was asking to me, and could they give Agent Mulder my case?"
Here's the deal: if anybody from like let's say the FBI or any alphabet boy agency, if they're asking you a question about anything, they already know the answer.
That's true.
If it's legit, they
but
already know.
But I have another question, Avery. If they are suspicious, if the FBI was suspicious of something illegal happening, are they going to call you on the phone?
No. They're gonna show up, kick in your door, shoot your dog, maybe your wife and kids too.
Mother-in-laws, maybe. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But
when it's the alphabet boys, that, or they're going to burn your house down.
They're not going to call you ahead of time and make you aware of the fact that they're investigating you, or there's
They're going to build an ironclad case around whatever it is. Then they're going to railroad you.
Yeah, that's one of the crazy things about some of the scams that they attempt to do is they tell you these things to scare you, to make you think that they're coming for you. If they're coming for you, they're actually going to come to your home and knock on your door. If honestly, one of the ones that I think most everybody's gotten, and there's plenty of them on my channel, is the custom and border agents that call saying that there's been a car that was rented under your social security number found at the Mexican border with drugs and blood in it. They're not going to call you on the phone.
No, they're just
and tell you that. No,
they're showing up, and they're coming in the middle of the night.
Coming in the middle of the night, damn it!
No, that's when they come. Usually, if they're coming to get you, a lot of times most of the time they're coming in the middle of the night while you're asleep, and they're coming in loud.
Yeah, but they're not going to call you on the phone and you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, people. That's one of the true fallacies of their scam attempt is they call you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody. I think most people, when you're talking to them on the phone, you realize the seriousness that of the story they're trying to tell you is not something they would tell you on the telephone. It's not something they're going to email you about. It's not something they're going to text you about.
No,
if it was real, they're going to show up to your door. So
yeah, they're going to come for you.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
Absolutely.
All right. Manuel says, I get emails from the publisher clearinghouse today from the scammers. Yep. I haven't gotten one of those in a while, but they are out there. Glenn says, happy birthday to Timothy. Thank you. I'm not sure what he's going to do for his 68th birthday. He may do something special. Maybe he'll do something he's never tried before, like maybe skydiving or something. Like, wouldn't that be great? Crack.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm high on something. Yeah.
Or crack.
Yeah, you're bad. Darlene says, "Good one, Rosie. Wish I kept it now." That's funny. Michael says, "Fix your Edge problems by installing Chrome." There you go. Winona says, "You can be their scam instructor." Oh yes, I think I would do it. I would do it. I would go over there and I would teach them how not to be. I don't really want to say I would do that. I don't think I would go over there and tell them how to do their job better.
Step 1, don't rip people off.
Find a better job. Try that. Try that first. I mean, if you can't, I understand, but yeah. Darlene says, I use Microsoft Edge. Oh yeah? Do you have as many problems as we're hearing about? I think I'm trying to think. I think the last PC I bought, like the one I bought for Jen, had Microsoft Edge on it, and I immediately just downloaded Chrome and moved on. I don't think I ever even opened anything up in Microsoft Edge. So honestly, Darlene, you and Bill are like the only people I know that use it.
Yeah, so. Like that's usually one of the first things I delete is when I get a new computer or phone is whatever Explorer Microsoft has on it, and then I go download a couple of others.
Yeah. Oh, Glenn says Microsoft killed off Internet Explorer. I do remember Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
Mainly because we used it at work. That was the one we used the most before everybody switched over to Chrome.
Oh, Internet Explorer is still on this computer. I never use it.
Yeah. Oh, well, on this one, I have Safari. That's the Mac one.
I've used Safari before too. I used to use Safari. There was a time before Chrome was so prevalent. But Internet Explorer was so trash.
Oh yeah.
That I used the Windows version of Safari.
Why do I think Internet Explorer was like the first browser I used when I first started using a computer?
Because it probably was.
Probably was, yeah. Manuel says lots of smiley faces. Winona says hi to Rosie's. Manuel says, I went to church this past on Wednesday. It was Ash Mass. Don't say that 2 times fast. Don't say that multiple times fast because you'll screw up. Darlene says, is it the Toyota Corolla with blood and the 22 pounds of cocaine in the car? Yep, pretty much. Yep, I've had that call many times, so I'm sure everybody has. I always think to myself, what's so wrong about Texas? It's always in Texas.
I'd be like, I don't care about the blood of the car, but the guns and the drugs, I'll take those back, please.
Yeah,
I was wondering where those went to.
Yeah, I was wondering where I left those behind.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody left something in the store this morning, and they never came back for it. And I'm kind of curious. If the price tag on it is the actual price they paid for it. I'll tell you later what it is. I don't want to broadcast it so somebody comes in the store and says, "Hey, I left this," and But it was something actually very expensive. So hopefully they will come back for it. But yeah, that's one of the weird things. When you're looking around at comics, you tend to put stuff down, and while you're flipping through the comics, you just forget to pick it back up again. But
I'm pretty sure I can guess what they set down.
Oh, no, you won't be able to guess.
No.
It's not a gun.
No, I didn't think that was that.
But it was something interesting. I'll tell you more about it later. All right, let me get back to the chat. Rosie says
was it a
hi to
butt
Winona.
plug?
No.
Oh, that's what I would have set down while I was looking at comics. Oh wait, what?
So sad. So sad. Glenn says you can keep the car, blood, and money. Just send me the drugs. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Actually, I want the car back. No, I'm just kidding. Who leaves their car on the border of Texas with drugs and blood in it and guns? I mean, really? I mean, I'm sure it happens in movies and TV shows, but I don't think it happens. I don't know. Does it happen in real life?
Maybe. You know what? From what I understand, some pretty wild stuff happens on the border sometimes. So
that is true.
I'm not going to say that doesn't ever happen.
Texas is a pretty happening place on the border, so
it probably actually has happened.
Have you ever been to Texas?
No, I'd like to.
I think
there's an event coming up in Texas I would love to go to, but I can't.
I think at one point with the family we drove through a portion of Texas, but I don't think I've ever stopped and been in Texas.
Yeah, Lethal Weapons Texas is about to happen, the first one.
Okay.
I would like to go and just be a spectator.
Yeah. All right. Darlene says, no problems. I have an Acer. I'm not sure what that is.
It's a computer company. They make computers.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
My first laptop was an Acer.
Manuel says, happy birthday to Timothy. Thank you so much. It's also Eugene's birthday, even though I don't use Eugene very often. It's both their birthdays because they're twins. So
nice.
Darlene says, I always delete McAfee.
Yeah. McAfee used to be really good, but
yep. Rosie says, Manuel, it was Shrove Thursday here this week too, also known as Pancake Day in the UK. So lots of pancake recipes online. Easter will be here soon. This year, rushing past so fast. Oh, yes, it is. It's going fast, very, very fast. David's here. Hey, David. He says, hello, E&E. All right. Welcome to the show. Yeah, this whole year's gone by pretty fast. We're almost to March. We're a few days away from March, so things are happening,
Happening.
I hate to say it, Avery, but we're literally already sitting down planning out any conventions we're going to go to this year. Looking at the dates for Heroes Con in New York and already doing. Yeah, I know. We're already doing MegaCon at least one day, but we're looking at all the other days. So we'll see what happens.
No tanks.
Yeah, I know. And you are more than welcome to come with us at any time.
But I wouldn't enjoy myself.
I know. Wouldn't it be fun just to come along with us and tease the crap out of me?
No.
For being happy at one of these shows?
No, go enjoy yourself. I don't want to go. For me, it wouldn't be fun.
I know.
I would be miserable.
You know what I really miss? I miss the super shows. I thoroughly enjoyed doing those. Mm-hmm. That was back in the day. All right, so I mentioned the music thing. You want to hear some examples of the music that they have available?
Yeah, the music, sure.
Acoustic cinematic. That's not me.
That's terrible.
That's not me. That's not me at all.
No.
How about dance pop? Ooh. That definitely sounds like me.
Absolutely.
No. This is... Oh, okay. Now here we go.
Yeah, it's not you either.
It's kind of... Yeah, it's a little slow. This one is Daydreaming.
No.
All right. How about feeding the ducks?
Ooh. Feeding the ducks?
Yes, that's what it's called.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Into space.
Oh.
Okay, this has got a nice beat to it.
It is very much like a call waiting thing. Like you're on hold. And they're trying to make you go insane.
That's right. The next one is called, it says Lo-fi? Lo-fi? L-O-F-I? Lo-fi? Okay.
Lo-fi.
I think it's more irritating than anything else. All right, how about night driving?
Oh. A lot of people use this one.
Yeah, I've heard this one before. Okay. Yeah, this is one Todd uses. Yeah. Night driving. And the last one just says rock. Oh. This better be good. You know what I mean?
These all sound like free ringtones that come on your phone.
They do, don't they?
Like from like the Nokia days.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We'll play it.
Yeah, rock out.
All right, and you can also adjust the volume. Let's turn the volume down a little bit, so you can have it playing in the background.
That's your jam right there. That just screams Andrew Scam Call. Woohoo! The hardest thing I've ever listened to in my life is White Snake.
Here I go again.
See? Like Def Leppard rocks!
Def Leppard, yeah.
Def Leppard's like the hardest thing you ever listened to in your life. That's your opening theme song.
Hey, I've listened to some Metallica. I'm familiar with Enter Sandman. Enter Sandman. Yeah.
I'm familiar with Entering the Sandman. I've heard The Thing.
Yeah. All right. Stop. I'll go back to Dance Pop. I think I like that one better. All right, we'll have that one just playing in the background.
Okay. Very mellow.
You know, I was waiting for you to mention one of my all-time favorite bands.
Ace of Base?
Yeah, but I was going to tell you. I was waiting for you to say it. And then I was going to say, you know what? I haven't listened or sung along with the Ace of Base song in at least
5 minutes.
At least 2 hours. You know, one of the stations I listen to plays Ace of Base all the damn time, and every single time one of the songs comes on, and I start singing along to it, I'm thinking to myself, I'm imagining you laughing your ass off.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, how horrible is that? All right, hold on a second. Let me get back into the chat. Let's see what else we got going on here. Darlene says, funny thing is, my latest car was a Toyota Corolla. Oh, that's good. Glenn says, dang, I'm only 1 year older than Timothy. Oh, well, awesome. Well, your birthday's coming up. We wish you a happy birthday. Manuel says, I'm sorry. Happy birthday to Eugene. It's okay. Eugene is he's the extra brother. I always default to Timothy when they ask me my name and completely forget that I have Eugene as well. So, I mean, I forget about him nearly as much as Timothy does. Rosie says, OMG, I feel old. I haven't been to a convention in years. Went for years. Hubby still goes to the Comic-Cons, a few smaller ones. Yeah, we get some of the smaller ones around here, and I like going just to check out what they have. But what we're talking about is some of the bigger shows where you have to actually plan ahead of time and, you know, get tickets and hotel reservations if necessary. And we haven't I mean, I think the last year we did Heroes Con. Me, Mike, and Raphael did that, and we ran into Zach down there, and then we did Heroes Con with Todd, and that was it. Just those two shows. So I'm trying to look to see if there's more we can go to this year, but we'll see.
Hopefully one day I can rent an RV and do Clash Bash.
Always got to be something with you, right?
They got camping.
Oh yeah.
They have see Lethal Weapons. Lethal Weapons is happening soon, which is their retro gun event.
I wonder if there's
competition. Clash Bash is purely AKs.
I wonder if there's a scammer convention out there.
There might be.
Or maybe even a scam baiter convention.
Oh.
You know, guys get together and talk about all the latest technology at scam baiting.
What you could do is do one of the social media conventions.
Yeah.
Like TwitchCon or something, or the YouTube conventions, and just have a designated meetup for scam baiters.
I wonder if any of the bigger guys would be interested in that, or I wonder if there's already something like that out there.
Probably, because that's what a lot of people who are on YouTube or on Twitch do.
Yeah,
they go to these like YouTube conventions and places.
Well, that's like
they just organize meetups.
Yeah, well, that's like Todd's NFT convention thing last year in New York. I'd never even heard of it, but it was a big thing.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a convention out there for everybody, for anything.
Well, I know about NFT conventions. Not just from Todd, but one of the pro shooters I like to follow.
Mm-hmm.
She also is into NFTs and posts from a lot of those big parties. She's actually made some good money off of that stuff.
Yeah,
she's doing all right.
All right, let me go back up to the chat.
All right.
Tim's here. Hey, Tim. Tim says, play the music that the scammers use while transferring. Oh, God. Would that be horrible? That's some of the most... It's the same music all the time. It's the most annoying music. I try to clip as much of that out of my videos as possible. But, oh, my gosh, it's like rotting into my brain, that music. So, Winona says, coming in the middle of the night with CNN reporters in tow. Yeah, Avery has a lot of experience with that. He knows all about that, don't you?
I would be shocked if I'm on a watch list. Seriously, just from some of the people I follow on Twitter.
Well, I wouldn't say prolific, but I got a lot of scam videos out there, so I'm on somebody's list somewhere, you know. Manuel says, "Hey, it's good music, rock and roll, Drew." Thank you, very good. Glenn says, "What? No Tiny Tim?" I don't think those were enough. There wasn't a lot of options. So Glenn says, "Tippy toe through the scammers."
Tiptoe through the scammers.
That would be so great if I could have background music playing while I'm on the phone with the scammers. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. I mean, I could do that. I could actually play music over my computer while I'm recording a video.
Oh, yeah, and they'd never hear it.
Well,
or you could do it where they heard it. Have the phone go through the computer and have like a whole soundboard and do sound effects while you're talking to them. Wah, wah.
Yeah, I thought about that. That's something I thought about looking into, but we'll see. I mean, right now, everything... People have asked me before, my setup is very, very, very low tech.
Yeah.
I literally have a cell phone, and when I get a call, I put it on speakerphone. I have a microphone right here at the corner of my computer. I put the phone near the microphone so you can hear them as best as possible. And then I hit record on my computer screen.
Also try one of those apps that will record what's on your phone too.
I used to have that, but with my new phone, it's for some reason a lot of those apps, the ones I used before, no longer work with Android 10 and up.
Which will check the Play Store. There's probably a new one.
I haven't in a while. I do need to go look again.
I mean, the app for the Play Store is already on your phone.
Yeah.
So
I got to check and see if I can get a new one.
So I'm sure there's a new one.
Well, I'll get around to it eventually, I promise.
See,
that's only beneficial when I take a call and I'm not at home in front of my computer, you know? usually if I'm not at home, I'm away from my computer, and I know I'm not recording the call, I try to make the calls quick. I don't try to have extended calls, extended talks with the people.
Yeah.
And I always feel bad because I know I'm missing out on something.
Yeah, because your audio for them might be better from that recording.
That is true. That is true. Anyway, okay, guys. All right, it's already 9 o'clock. We've been at this for an hour. I appreciate everybody who came by. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping up. I've got, like I said, I've got a video already scheduled for tomorrow and another video scheduled for Monday. Both of them are the COVID tests. I kind of took the COVID word out of the title of those videos, simply because I guess last time I posted some where I talked about the fake COVID tests that they were calling and offering. The videos were either flagged with like warnings and stuff about COVID misinformation or whatnot, whatever. So I just said tests in the description instead of actually using the C word, the coof word as it is. But look forward to those. They're funny, and it's actually, I think the first one was like 6 recordings, and the next one was another 4 recordings because they don't stop calling either, which is great. But yeah, that's the way it goes. Oh, Winona had a good suggestion here. The music from the Price is Right theme song. Absolutely, you need to have that playing in the background.
That's good. Yeah,
Glenn says, I recognize the Android clock. Is it a Motorola? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Every now and then you guys might hear when I start the recording before I actually answer the phone, and you'll hear my ringtone is the Motorola. Hello, Moto. So I just haven't changed it to something. I haven't changed it. It's what came with the phone. It was the default for the phone, and I kind of like it, so I just leave it alone.
My favorite old phone, man, is the Nokia brick.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, those things were indestructible. They didn't do anything really besides phone and text, but dude, those things were indestructible.
Yeah, my old phone, it's got a cracked screen. I have tape all over it. Still works. This phone works great. Oh, well. I use it for some stuff, but Rosie says, how can it be nearly spring, only 23 days to go, and yet the temperature here is around 28 Fahrenheit.
That's chilly.
That's a little chilly. That's a little chilly. We got up in the 80s today, Avery. I think at one point somebody, because I haven't had the AC running in the store because I really didn't need it. And today somebody came in and says, boy, it's hot out. And I was like, well, and I looked at the phone just to see what the weather, it was 82 degrees out. I'm like, well, hell, I guess I need to turn on the AC. And I did. Turned it on, set it for 75. At least get some cool air running through the store. So
yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Look forward to new scam calls as well as shorts. Got to have a short every day ready to go. Most of the shorts, you guys, they're more of teasers. Mm-hmm. So they're more of like a little snippet of what you guys have heard on my videos before. So they're not as, I don't think they're as entertaining as they are. Here, listen, if you hear this, if you get this message from Amazon, it's a scam. There's not a lot you can do in 60 seconds, but I'm doing them. I'm bowing down to my YouTube overlords, and I'm doing shorts. So we'll see how it goes. All right, Avery, thank you so much for joining.
Oh, you're welcome. Your pleasure.
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Have a good night, everybody. Take it easy, and I'll see you all next time.
Bye, guys.